Hello again, new viewers and existing subscribers. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a story that might just challenge some of the common perceptions you might have heard about relationships with Thai bar girls. Our subscriber, Adrian from Wales, has been seeing the same woman for the past 18 months, meeting up about once a month. What makes his story so unique is how incredibly positive and rewarding his experience has been, especially when compared to many of the tales we often hear. Adrian was initially prepared for the usual tropes, the constant requests for money, and the heart-tugging stories of family hardship. But what he found was something entirely different, a connection that has made him question many of the negative stereotypes. From never asking for money to possessing a heart of gold and bringing him nothing but joy, Adrian's account of his relationship with his 40-year-old girlfriend is truly refreshing. Get ready to hear about a mature and genuine connection that stands in stark contrast to the often reported dramas. Let's dive into Adrian's story and hear about his surprising and heartwarming experience. It's been a surprising and incredibly rewarding 18 months since I started seeing the same Thai bar girl on a regular basis, about once a month. When I first ventured into the dating scene here, especially hearing all the stories, the constant stream of complaints about younger women, and their seemingly endless demands, I honestly didn't know what to expect. I braced myself for the usual tropes, the sob stories, the constant requests for financial assistance. But what I found was something completely different, something truly special that has made me question all the negative stereotypes. Right from our first meeting, one thing stood out like a beacon. She has never, ever asked me for money. In a culture where financial support, in varying degrees, often intertwines with relationships, especially in the context of bar girls, her complete lack of monetary requests was not only unexpected but profoundly refreshing. I remember those initial weeks almost waiting for the inevitable ask, observing her interactions with other customers in the bar, wondering if she was playing a long game. But it never came. It was a subtle but powerful indication that her interest in me was genuine, rooted in something beyond the transactional nature of her profession. And it wasn't just the absence of direct requests for myself. There were no fabricated tales of family hardship designed to tug at my heartstrings and loosen my wallet either. Physically, she is quite remarkable. For a woman who has given birth to 2 children, she maintains a petite and toned figure, consistently weighing under 50 kilograms. What's even more striking is that she has no stretch marks whatsoever. I've often wondered about her secret. Perhaps it's good genes, a healthy lifestyle, or a combination of both. Regardless, it's a testament to her physical well-being and something I find quite attractive. What's also quite notable, especially considering her profession, is her lifestyle. She doesn't drink alcohol beyond the occasional social sip, doesn't smoke cigarettes, and has never given me any indication of using drugs. In the vibrant and often hedonistic environment of a Bangkok bar, this abstemious lifestyle is quite rare. It suggests a focus on her health and a level of personal discipline that I deeply respect. Let me reiterate this point, because it truly has been the cornerstone of our connection. In all this time, across countless meetings, she has never once asked me for money. This simple fact has built a foundation of trust and has allowed me to believe that her interest in me is genuine and not solely motivated by financial gain. In fact, I often find myself having to gently persuade her to accept even small gifts from me. When she finally agrees, her requests are always incredibly practical. Perhaps a new t-shirt or a comfortable pair of sandals. And crucially, I always see her wearing these items on subsequent visits. There's never any hint of her taking the gift back to the shop for cash or trying to extract monetary value from my gestures. It's a genuine appreciation for the thought behind the gift, rather than a transactional mindset. She is also a woman with strong spiritual convictions. Regularly, without fail, She tells me she is going to her local temple to pray and make offerings of money to the monks. This deep connection to her Buddhist faith and her cultural traditions is something I find very endearing, and it speaks to a strong moral compass within her. Emotionally, she possesses a remarkable stability. She doesn't engage in dramatic outbursts or throw temper tantrums. She has never once gotten angry at me, even in situations where I might have expected a slight annoyance. Nor has she ever tried to manipulate me or pressure me into doing anything I was uncomfortable with. Our interactions are consistently calm, respectful, and filled with a quiet understanding. Her attitude towards jealousy has also been incredibly surprising and refreshing. I vividly remember one night we were lying in bed, and she quietly broached a topic that I had never expected. She used the term butterfly to refer to the idea of me seeing other women. She calmly stated that if I ever felt the need or desire to do so, I was free to go ahead. However, she laid down one very clear boundary. It couldn't happen in her bar. If I were to do that, she explained with a gentle firmness, she wouldn't make a scene or cause any trouble, but she would simply never see me again. Her words were direct and unambiguous. You talk me, I no talk you. You buy me cola, I no drink. It was an incredibly mature and understanding stance, completely devoid of the possessiveness I've heard about in other relationships. She will happily spend the entire night with me and won't even glance at my personal belongings. My laptop often sits open on the desk, my cell phone is usually charging on the nightstand, and my wallet, often containing a significant amount of cash, lies beside it. She has never, not even once, touched any of these items. Her respect for my privacy and my possessions is absolute and unwavering. I've had the pleasure of taking her to some of the finest restaurants in Bangkok, places with impeccable service and exquisite cuisine, along with several top-rated 5-star hotels known for their luxury and sophistication. Despite her humble background, having grown up on a farm in Udon, Thani, she conducts herself with grace, poise, and perfect manners in these high-end environments. She is always respectful to the staff and seems genuinely appreciative of the experience without ever appearing out of place or uncomfortable. Our connection wasn't just confined to Bangkok. We also had the chance to get away for a few days to Phuket. I remember one particular day so vividly. We had rented a scooter and spent the morning exploring some of the quieter beaches on the southern part of the island. She was so carefree and happy, laughing as the wind whipped through her hair as we rode along the coastal roads. We stopped at a small local restaurant overlooking a stunning turquoise bay and shared a simple but delicious seafood lunch. There was a comfortable silence between us at times, just enjoying each other's presence and the breathtaking scenery. Later that afternoon, as the sun began to set, we found a secluded spot on the sand and just sat there, watching the sky explode in a riot of colors. She leaned her head on my shoulder, and in that moment, with the gentle sound of the waves and the warmth of the evening air, I felt a profound sense of peace and contentment. It wasn't about lavish spending or grand gestures. It was about the simple joy of being together in a beautiful place, sharing a genuine connection. Even something as simple as her pointing out a particularly vibrant flower or sharing a piece of fruit felt special. That trip to Phuket really solidified for me that our relationship was about more than just our monthly meetings in Bangkok. There was a real affection and enjoyment of each other's company that transcended the usual dynamics I had heard about. The only time I have ever witnessed her cry was during a quiet conversation we had one evening about her 3-year-old son. It's a deeply painful situation for her, as she hasn't been able to see or even speak to him for the past 2 years, because his father, her ex-husband, made the difficult decision to take the boy with him to England. The raw emotion she displayed in that moment was heartbreaking, and revealed a deep maternal love and a personal hardship that has absolutely nothing to do with seeking financial gain from me. Just the other night, I had the pleasure of having dinner with her 19-year-old daughter, who lives with her here in Bangkok and works at the well-known Robinson's department store. Her daughter is a lovely and well-behaved young woman, polite and respectful, which speaks volumes about my girlfriend's skills as a mother. It was heartwarming to witness their close bond and see the kind of young woman she has raised. We recently celebrated my girlfriend's 40th birthday. It was a simple but joyful occasion, and reflecting on the past 18 months we've spent together, especially when I read all the submissions online about the supposed allure and subsequent troubles associated with 20-year-old Asian stunners. The tantrums, the jealousy, the constant demands, the stealing, the lying, the scheming, the relentless money grubbing. I can only shake my head and think, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your beautiful young girls who, perhaps through inexperience or circumstance, often bring you more problems and heartache than happiness. As for me, I will continue to cherish my 40-year-old woman who possesses a heart of gold, has never caused me a single moment of grief or pain in our 18 months together, and has brought me nothing but pure, unadulterated joy. Her maturity, her honesty, and her genuine nature are worth more to me than any youthful beauty could ever offer. So there you have it, a truly heartwarming and refreshing story from Adrian, showcasing a very different side of relationships in Thailand, particularly with someone working in the bar scene. His experience over the past 18 months stands as a powerful reminder that while negative stories often dominate genuine connections built on respect, honesty, and a lack of financial pressure can and do exist. Adrian's account of his 40-year-old girlfriend highlighting her kindness, maturity, and the joy she brings to his life certainly challenges many of the common stereotypes. What are your thoughts on Adrian's story? Have you ever had a surprisingly positive experience that defied expectations? Or perhaps you have a different perspective on relationships in Thailand. Share your experiences and insights in the comments below. We're always eager to hear your diverse viewpoints and challenge preconceived notions. If you found Adrian's story uplifting and thought-provoking, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you enjoy hearing these personal and honest accounts from our subscribers, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time with another story.